Because I was a little curious, I pounded the analytic and put things through further anal assists, and come to find out that Blue Skies Vienna, aka BSV, is a liar, a fraud, and an overall scumbag.
And now,
putting out my video, I got a good response in the comment section. A few former customers of Blue Skies Vienna were dissatisfied, to say the very least, and to put it nicely.
You're a bitch. Mean Gene, you're a bitch. Matt Riot, you're a bitch. None of you got any bollocks. Come on and fucking talk. Try and come on this show and tell me everything you've said about me to my face and with evidence, because none of you can do anything, you fucking dumb cunts.
Yeah, Blue.
I'm absolutely, undeniably, undisputably the fucking king of skunk.
I'm going to show you the research I did that even put me down this rabbit hole, wormhole of scumbaggery, douchebaggery.
So here's what I mean. I went digging on my own through the comment section of Old Cannabis Project, and I started to notice a lot of the people who were in favor of them, when I would look through their accounts, they had no subscribers and had been on YouTube for years with no videos. That seems a little strange. What led me to go down to this was one comment in the comment section which was in accord with the statement from Blue Sky Vienna saying that he did lose 30 IG accounts. This prompted me to look through the web, and most of the people commenting in favor of Blue Sky Vienna or was dogging an American breeder basically had no subscribers and had been having an account for years with no videos. That seems very suspicious. That's sus.
Bringing back some of these retro, I call them retro varieties, is going to have not only like a marketability because people remember those names, but once they try them, that's where we'll get some brand loyalty happening.
What started the video? Is he a fraud? Out of his own mouth, I think I'm going to prove that this is true.
The terpenes obviously got a lot of different therapeutic effect, which contribute to the experience. That's the other good thing. You know, these genetics in a nutshell, they contain like a wide spectrum of all the old terpenes and cannabinoids that used to exist pre-90s, that's got bred out through kind of selective breeding for high THC only that we've been talking about, you know?
Yeah, and just looks too. Well, a lot of it was just looks, and looks are not always
phenomenal
the best.
Diversity in them packs, man. That I just want you to see. That's cool that you're doing these skunk haze, but when you get to pop, I don't know, 100 or 200 pheno hunters, then you'll see a whole range of different skunks, different hazes. You're gonna find lots of fruits. There's like all kinds of different. It's
gonna be 100. It's gonna be 100 different plants.
Well, there were 60 different mothers. There were 60 different mothers pollinated by one male. One classic skunk male pollinated a whole bunch of hazes, skunks, different skunks, some fruity ones, just anything that I considered that was unique and different to what was available today, I kept. You know, anything that was unique in some way or special in some way, I kept with the females, and I just pollinated the lot with that one male. And cool. So yeah, there's a huge range of diversity. It's a treasure trove of genetics, man. All from the late 60s to the mid 90s from Old Timer One's work. Well, it is like a new unexplored gene pool, really. Pretty much privately held by Old Timer One for decades, and then I completely opened up that gene pool and put it out there and made it available.
All the evidence is on YouTube, and I'm going to leave the sources in the description if you care to find out. But this furthers my original video of Has Skunk and Haze Gone to say that roadkill skunk or any form of skunk is dead. This is a tale of deception, lying, and just bad business practice.
and the people that bother you as well. You know, we were talking about McCormick the other day and the whole Northern Lights thing, and you know, and your name came up, and how I'm trying to roll a joint, by the way, so I apologize if I'm leaned over. But you know, we were talking about the other day about how a lot of these guys have made, you know, like their name off of saying that something is what it is, but then in reality, and then everybody just says, okay, this is what it is. But in reality, like that Northern Lights, I don't feel like is, and neither does a few other breeders, feel like that's the representation of what Northern Lights really is. And what it seems like it doesn't seem exciting. It doesn't seem like it's anything that would want to draw people to it. It's just like, here's what it is what it is, and that's it. And you know, I like to work with breeders that are excited about things, and they know what they have, and they don't need to get validity, you know, by saying, well, I was there and I had this, and it doesn't matter. Like, is it fire? Is it good? What's drawing people to it? And I think a lot of these guys are just, they're so set in their ways. They do one thing, a couple things, and then they're done. They just coast throughout the whole process, and because they think they know what they have. But you know, and by the way, I mean, I saw the pictures of that Northern Lights on the website, and it's got mites all over it. I mean, it's got mite bites all over the whole plant. So it's like, if these are the people who are the forerunners, and they're telling us this is what it is, this is the Northern Lights, and you're breeding with that, is it really the Northern Lights? You know, and all those things like come into play. Like when you start breeding, you really want to have the real strains, right? You know, and you're basing that off somebody saying, I have the Northern Lights. So if you want Northern Lights, you want to work that strain into your stuff, you have to get it from me, because I'm the only one that has it.
People losing hundreds of dollars with no refund in sight, no recourse, fake accounts of comments making it seem as that your company is thriving when it's really not. And we've got proof of this on YouTube. Having over 30 accounts on IG being taken down by your own admittance. This is not how you run a business. This is no way to live life, or no way he belongs in the industry. He gives breeders a bad name. I guess if you build it, they will come. But to advertise and market off a lie, this is no way to be. Bad ethics, no morality, and a forked tongue that spits lies.
Because, well, I mean, like you're going to see when you do go through those peanut hunters, you're going to see just some really special things that are so different to, you know, anything really of this century, this last 20 odd years. It's like a time capsule, really, and a lot of it is that pre-eradication era too, where you know the feds basically went around the world destroying crops, and it was never quite the same after. But he's got everything really from the late 60s and through the 70s, and yeah, he had just absolutely phenomenal library. But you know, he did by and large keep it to himself, which on one hand is good for us now, but if I hadn't obtained it and done that work with it, then it would have kind of died with him, because he's dead now. Rest in peace, old Timer One. But yeah, he was never really too concerned with putting it out there. But thank God he did keep it all private and pure, because we would not have the skunks back now otherwise, or all these other incredible things.